Okay, so today's practice is a short seated movement that's going to help to open through the chest, the heart, and allow you a greater capacity to process energy, emotions, energy in motion, and so that you can feel more and you can expand your capacity to feel more, so that you can hold the space for yourself and you can hold that space for others, so that they can feel more. So with a world that wants to just close you down, so that we're living in that state of fear, which means that we close down through the body and we close down through the heart space, which means that we're then disconnected from the upper and lower chakras, energy centers, which means that energy is not moving through us. And this is basically what we want to happen. And we transmute that energy when we're able to feel it. So we don't hold on to it, we don't store it in the body. So this short practice, just get on your mat, come into a nice seated position. Realise I've got tomato sauce on my trousers, but who cares? Bring yourself into a nice comfortable seated position. Maybe you're on a folded cushion, or you're on your bolster, just for a moment, so that we can roll the shoulders back and down, lift through the crown of the head, start to bring your awareness back to your breath, breathing in and out through the nose if you can. Allow yourself to breathe all the way down into the belly. Soften through the face, through the jaw, through the neck, through the shoulders. We're going to start by gently opening the arms on the inhale. The fingertips come all the way back. And as we exhale, we'll wrap the arms around the body and give yourself a nice little hug, maybe a little rock. As we inhale, so notice which arm was on top, probably your dominant arm, dominant hand. And then we'll alternate. As we inhale, we open. As we exhale, we wrap the arms around the body. Non-dominant arm on top, maybe a little rock. And then working at your own pace. So inhaling as you open, exhale, and we start to maybe round and tuck the chin in towards the chest, so we can open through the spine. Inhale and open, maybe opening through the chest. As we exhale, we round. So maybe there's a bit more movement now as we flow. On the inhale, expanding. On the exhale, contracting. One more on the other side. Maybe closing the eyes if that feels good. And then come back to center, or place right fingertips down towards the ground, using a block if you need, if you've got shorter arms. And then inhaling that left arm up towards the ceiling, ground down through the sits bones, the butt cheeks. And then as we exhale, we'll come over towards the side. Breathing here, maybe looking up towards the ceiling, straight out in front, or down towards the ground, depending on how that feels on your neck. As we inhale, we come up. As we exhale, we come down. And then we swap over. So inhale, right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, over to the side. Find that compression through one side of the body and opening through the other. Looking up, straight out in front, or down towards the ground, depending on how that feels on your neck. Breathing here, reach those fingertips towards the corner of the room. Inhale back up, exhale down. And as we exhale, we're going to turn over right knee and start to fold forward. Really ground down through the sits bones, the butt cheeks. Maybe moving that bolster or pillows if you're on them. And as you breathe, we'll start to make our way towards the center, stretching through the arms. Breathing here, inhale, exhale. And then we'll make our way over towards left knee. Really ground down through the right side. So you'll feel this nice stretch up through the right. Make your way back to center as you breathe, and as you inhale, bring yourself up. And then we're going to bring the arms behind, so palms facing backwards. We're going to see if we can come into reverse prayer. So bringing the palms together, if that is possible, with the fingers touching the body, fingertips pointing up. If that's not possible, you can see if you can take hold of the opposite elbow, and as you do, whichever one it is, see if you can bring the elbows back slightly and lift through the chest. Breathing here as you go. A few more breaths. One more breath. And then we'll release the hands and we'll place them on the floor. See if you can bring the fingertips towards the body and gently lowering down through the palms. Maybe you can get them flat, maybe you can't, that's okay, don't force it. Maybe you're up on the fingertips, if that feels very deep. And breathing here. And release, give them a little shake, and we'll do one final pose. So this is puppy pose. So we're going to see if we can bring the hands as far forward as possible and the knees just behind the hips, and we'll start to lower down through the forearms, and then see if we can bring the forehead down towards the mat. If that's uncomfortable on your shoulders, then you can bring the arms up and around. We go around the shoulder girdle, see if that helps. If not, we just come onto the forearms, bum sticking up in the air. And if you can, we're going to see if we can lower down the chest, really opening up through the chest. Ground down through the forearms still. Ground down through the knees. We'll stay here for one more breath. And then bring those elbows in towards the body, come to kneeling, and we'll just come into a child's pose so that we can end our practice. Maybe the knees are together and we fold over the thighs, bring the forehead down, try not to breathe into my mic. Maybe the arms in front or the arms behind. Allow yourself to surrender down to the floor, allow yourself to be supported, allow yourself to open through the back. One more breath, and then bring your hands back down onto the mat. Bring yourself up, bring your hands together at your heart space. Thank yourself for getting on your mat, sharing this practice with me today.